Hey friends, Tori Ganal here with Rocky Mountain Voice. Today's headlines take us from taxpayer battles in Denver to a rising call for renewal on the Western Slope, school controversies in Cherry Creek, and new national stories that have the whole country talking. Here's your Mountain Minute for October 15th. Let's dive in. In Denver, questions are flying over Mayor Mike Johnston's vibrant Denver bond campaign. Critics say city resources may have been misused to push the $1 billion debt package, with taxpayer-funded cultural institutions like the Denver Zoo and Art Museum allegedly donating money tied to public tax revenue. An ethics complaint is already on file, and voters are starting to ask who's really benefiting from all this vibrancy. Over in Cherry Creek, two former school board presidents are calling for a course correction. They say district leaders have lost sight of academic excellence, focusing more on politics and PR than student outcomes. Their open letter urges parents and voters to refocus on transparency, rigor, and classroom priorities, not ideology. Meanwhile, a powerful new op-ed titled West Slope's Conscious vs. Denver's Memory is sparking conversation statewide. It highlights how rural Coloradans, especially on the Western Slope, feel dismissed by urban elites and forgotten in policy debates, from water to energy. The author calls for reuniting Colorado's two states, the one that remembers who we are and the one that's forgotten. In Aurora, police have arrested 4 suspects in a major gang investigation, with the 5th still on the run. The bust uncovered weapons, narcotics, and stolen vehicles, marking a big win in the city's ongoing fight against organized crime. And in Mesa County, pastor and speaker Anthony Watson challenged crowds at a rally in honor of Charlie Kirk to trade outrage for obedience. His message: revival starts with action, not anger. A call for unity and faith-driven leadership in what he called a culture addicted to outrage. The state Supreme Court has ruled that old Colorado law did not cover AI-generated child pornography, saying a teen accused of generating deep fake images couldn't be charged retroactively. Lawmakers have since updated the law, but the case underscores just how fast technology is outpacing the justice system. And finally, for Colorado news, a new expose on Colorado's cannabis industry titled A Trail of Broken Lives reveals how legalization has left behind a wave of addiction, homelessness, and shattered families. The piece argues that behind the profits and the politics, the human toll tells a far darker story. Now to transition to the national stage, lots and lots of news nationally this week, but a new poll finds that most Americans back Trump's decision to deploy the National Guard to protect ICE facilities, even after a federal judge tried to block him. 52% of likely voters support the move, a clear sign public sentiment is shifting towards law and order. And in Washington, big changes are underway at the Department of Housing and Urban Development. The Trump administration has announced layoffs targeting a left-leaning office long accused of pushing Obama-era social engineering policies, part of what insiders call a return to mission over politics. That's all for today, folks. For full coverage and more breaking stories, head to RockyMountainVoice.com. And don't forget, I will be out for the next week, not this week, but next. So make sure that you are subscribed to the Rocky Mountain Voice Mountain Minute newsletter. We will still be sending that every day. So don't miss out on the stories that we're posting. Stay sharp, stay bold, and stay in the fight. We'll see you tomorrow.